What's up, guys? Dido Bala here. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to our second series, which is focused on how to make difficult decisions under stress. So today is part one, and it is focused on two things. One, you're going to learn that your brain actually has a rational center and an irrational or stress center. And then two, you will learn that those two parts of your brain talk to each other and they don't always agree. Okay, one. So the rational part of your brain is your prefrontal cortex. You've heard about it. It's a part of your brain in charge of your higher order thinking, of making good decisions, controlling impulsivity, and also your moral compass. So this is the one you want to activate when you are a student in class, an adult or a teenager in an interview, or if you're solving a difficult problem, or if you want to make a difficult decision, especially under stress, because that's how you think. Now, what's interesting about this part of your brain, though, is that it is actually the last one to evolve, and it's only fully developed when you are about 25 years old. So be kind to yourself if it's harder to be irrational sometimes when you're younger than 25. So that's one. And then two, the stress center of your brain is your amygdala, which is in charge of your feelings and your emotions. And the reason why it stresses is because it doesn't really understand what comes from the outside and goes in and is a danger that's real and a danger that is fake. Anything that comes, it just thinks danger, 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 and you want to protect you away from that as well as make you comfortable. So we have the part that wants you to be super comfortable and safe, everything is a danger, and the part that thinks, that rationalizes, that makes plans. So let's dig a little deeper. Say, for example, you are making a plan on, let's say, dieting or exercising. Have you noticed that when you do that, sometimes you feel like you're two different people? Sometimes you're the person who wants to go exercise, and some other times you, the same person, you don't want to go at all. Or sometimes you are the person who wants to eat healthy, and sometimes you are the same person who does not want to eat healthy at all. So that's point number two. Those two parts of your brain talk to each other and they don't always agree. Think about it this way. Have you ever decided, okay, starting tomorrow, I am going to be healthier. I'm going to wake up at 6:30 in the morning and I'm going to exercise. That sounds great, right? When you're making that plan, you're using your prefrontal cortex. You're thinking, why would you want to do that? Let's rationalize. Well, I have a goal of being healthy. I have a goal of going to a party in the summer, going to a wedding, and I want to fit in my dress or into my suit. I want to look a certain way. So long term, that makes sense. So that's why I'm going to start exercising tomorrow at 6:30 in the morning. So you go to bed and you wake up in the morning, and at 6:15, your brain wants nothing to do with that plan at all because you're comfortable, and your emotional brain, your amygdala, just wants you to be comfortable. And in fact, it perceives that the alarm clock is a danger. Going to the gym is a danger. Being healthy is a danger. Even though you're the same person who earlier last night were making all these plans. So these two parts of your brain have different functions, and it's important for you to know that. Same thing, for example, with a diet. You decide with your rational brain, prefrontal cortex, I am going to be extremely healthy and I'm going to eat salad all the time and drink protein shakes, etc., etc. And when you're making that plan, that's your thinking brain, your rational center, your part you want to use to make rational decisions under stress. You make the plan. I am not going to eat cupcakes anymore, right? Because you know you like cupcakes, but they're not good for you. For some reason, though, the next day, when you pass by the cupcake shop and you see all the beautiful cupcakes and they look pink and there's coconut on top, and something is just telling you, just go eat the cupcake, go get it. That's your emotional brain, because again, it just wants to protect you away from danger and keep you comfortable. And cupcake is comfort food. So the reason why I start with that step is that I want you to understand that those two parts of your brain are important. They each play different roles that need to be played for you to be alive and succeed. However, since they don't always agree, sometimes people feel like there's something wrong with them. So I'm here to say that if you often make decisions that are important for you, and then you struggle to stick to those decisions, and you realize that your brain is talking to each other, to itself, and it disagrees with each other, don't worry. There's nothing wrong with you. All that means is that you're normal. So that's step one. Before we can talk about making rational decisions under stress, we have to understand that we have a rational center in our brain and a stress center in our brain, and they don't always agree. So on next lesson, we're all going to practice exactly how to talk to them and make sure they agree when it matters. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you next time. Yo.